you've said we need a surgical approach, but this can also sound a bit like a transformation project.
No, you're spot on, right? Oftentimes, our clients ask me this question in terms of, what is the approach? Are we going to run a transformation office? And to explain this, we need to first set the stage, right? Imagine there is a professional athlete and there is a school kid, both of them in the same sport, but can they really compete with each other? They can. So an approach that is applied to, grooming a professional athlete can be applied to a kid who's going to school, but an aspirational athlete too. So I would say that this is a face-off, the traditional transformation approach versus the venture way. But let's start by you helping me understand and describe a little bit about what you think the traditional transformation approach is.
Well, by that I think about your typical projects, IT, organizational change, and those are set up where you're usually receiving a one-time budget allocation. It puts you in competition with the core for resources, which also means you're less likely to be leveraging your corporate endowments because you're in competition with that core. And you're probably also being asked to scale something that's untested. So yeah, I could see some room for improvement on that approach.
Well, you're making my point for me. Now, like I said, there are three things that define, how the venture way will be different. One, for a venture that is very nascent, it requires ring fencing from the core so that it's not competing with the core for resources and doesn't get starved or killed with love in that process. Number two, it is important for the business or the C-suite to build conviction so that they can stage gate the investment and invest as they build confidence. Now, how do you build confidence? This has to be set up in a way where we don't run massive pilots as opposed to running, 50-odd bite-sized experiments, which, is like finding a needle in a haystack. Some of them are going to fail, but it's okay because in the end, you're going to find the scalable recipe. And if we can do all of this in the venture way, as I'm describing it, we can do this 50% faster with 50% funding while delivering 2x ROI. That's the key.
That sounds great in theory, but how do we convince our clients in practice?
Well, this is not an alien concept anymore because we've been doing this for a while. And no better way to talk about it than bring a couple of our colleagues with whom we're building ventures at our clients currently. Why don't we go talk to them?